WeatherNation is readying your community for extreme weather, water, and climate events. Helping build a weather-ready nation. Proud to be a weather-ready nation ambassador.
Hey, we're back. It's another edition of Weather Ready Nation here on WeatherNation. And as spring-like weather is affecting millions of Americans, it's time to think about the oncoming severe weather season. Today, we're lucky enough to have back with us Doug Hildebrand from the National Weather Service to talk about being a force of nature. And Doug, being a force of nature means knowing your risks, taking action, and being an example. When we hear know your risks, what do we need to think about?
Well, when we tell you to know your risk, we're really asking you to take a look at all the hazards in your area. And some of them may be obvious, say if you live in Tornado Alley, but there are other hazards that may be a little bit more subtle. So you got to do a little bit of research, a little bit of exploring to make sure that you're ready for all hazards, not just those that are most common.
And Doug, once we know our risks, what's the next thing to do to be better prepared for our family and ourselves before severe weather threatens?
So by taking action, we want you to be prepared prior to any extreme weather, leading all the way up to that point where you can't hesitate and you got to take action immediately. So a few steps that you can take is one, have an emergency plan. That involves having a kit and having a communications plan with your family or loved ones in your area. Another thing that we really encourage people to do is to have multiple sources to get that life-saving information and make sure you're not relying on one technology, but several technologies, say your cell phone with cell towers, but also a NOAA weather radio.
And once we've taken all the steps we need to be prepared, Doug, what can we do to be a better example for those around us in our communities?
So other things that you can do in being a force of nature is serving as an example for others. That means showing off your preparedness to your social media network or even, again, your friends and family. It's most important that you are serving as a good example that others can emulate.
And there you have it, straight from Doug Hildebrand from the National Weather Service, your way to be a force of nature. And of course, if you want to find out more about this story and other cool weather news, you can go to weathernationtv.com 24/7. I'm John Van Pelt. Join us next week on Weather Nation for another edition of Weather Ready Nation.